We're still talking football on the SportsMax zone. Earlier Tuesday, Manchester United confirmed that Cristiano Ronaldo will be leaving the club by mutual agreement with immediate effect. According to reports, the club has not paid any compensation for the remaining 7 months of his £500,000 a week contract at Old Trafford. Here is the statement Manchester United issued earlier this afternoon. It said Cristiano Ronaldo is to leave Manchester United by mutual agreement with immediate effect. The club thanks him for his immense contribution across 2 spells at Old Trafford, scoring 145 goals in 346 appearances, and wishes him and his family well for the future. Everyone at Manchester United remains focused on continuing the team's progress under Erik ten Hag and working together to deliver success on the pitch. Now, in response to Manchester United's statement, the Portuguese forward released one of his own, and this is what CR7 said. Following conversations with Manchester United, we have mutually agreed to end our contract early. I love Manchester United and I love the fans. That will never change. However, it feels like the right time for me to seek a new challenge. I wish the team every success for the remainder of the season and for the future. Ronaldo has been linked with an emotional return to his boyhood club Sporting Lisbon after leaving United. But before we discuss his next destination, Mariah, what do you think of these recent developments?
Well, the use of the words mutual agreement doesn't sit very well with me, because we all know, we've been covering the stories. We didn't just wake up in mass. It wasn't mutual, it was actually very contentious. So I would say by forced agreement, not mutual agreement. Yes, now they would have probably said, well, we don't really have any choice anymore. But then again, that goes back to the fact that it really wasn't mutual. We didn't have a peaceful resolution.
Yeah.
So that aside, now Cristiano Ronaldo has gotten what he wants, as always. So I hope that, he can channel now all this good energy into playing well for Portugal, because he got exactly what he wanted, Lance.
Yeah, I guess mutual is because but they're both on the same page, which is
like we don't want each other.
Yeah, they're on the same page, so that's why it's a mutual agreement. But I still wonder about his next move. Sporting Lisbon is entering the narrative now as going back to Portugal, which is where it all started for him as a young player before he became a star. And interesting that Manchester United reaffirms in this brief statement that they are focused on continuing their rebuilding and their path forward with Erik ten Hag, just to show some solidarity that they are satisfied with ten Hag's approach in rebuilding this Manchester United team, and in that statement clearly dismissing Ronaldo's comments about ten Hag. So I think they didn't want to miss the opportunity of reaffirming that ten Hag is their man, and they are looking forward to building Manchester United without Cristiano Ronaldo.
All I will say is the issue Cristiano Ronaldo had from inception with Manchester United was he felt as if they were not competing at the highest level. No Champions League football, he wasn't getting to show himself on the highest stage except the Premier League, right? So wherever he goes now, it has to be that he's getting to be, one, the main man, and two, of course, play football, Champions League football. Else he will not be happy anywhere that he goes. He wouldn't want to end his career on that note. So that's my only concern.
Yeah, this from the beginning, as we've said on the show here, Mariah, has been a very untidy story. Very, very untidy. And I don't think that the 90-minute interview he had with Piers Morgan helped any, because it was a very lopsided presentation of the entire situation. Yes, it was to be expected, because it was Piers Morgan interviewing Cristiano Ronaldo on his side of the story. But I don't think for balance that we got a lot out of that 90-minute interview with Cristiano Ronaldo. And we still haven't heard anything conclusive from Manchester United, because they did say that their attorneys were looking at the interview and seeing, what they could make of it by way of, making a more profound position, or taking a more profound position on a lot of Cristiano Ronaldo's statements. So their presentation today, or their statement that came out today, pretty much just accepted the separation package But I just wonder if Manchester United will have anything more
like legal action
to say about this very untidy and it's calamitous, I would say. For a real Manchester United fan who had embraced Cristiano Ronaldo's history with the club, it is a very sad departure. And I await Manchester United saying some more, because I wonder if they do have more to say.
Yeah, I await that. Now, my question to you, Lance, as a Manchester United fan, do you think now that Cristiano Ronaldo is gone, it's better for Manchester United and you're expecting now to see a lot more harmony on the field and, of course, in the dressing room?
Well, the impression that we're getting from the team atmosphere is that there is an expectation now that Cristiano isn't there, that they can focus on the coming months after the World Cup is over and the season restarts, because there was some evidence in the past month that the team tended to function a little bit better with him off as opposed to with him on. So if we are to be guided by that, I would think they would look to the coming months with some optimism and some hope that Ten Hag can be more have a clear path to setting his stalls out where he wants to take Manchester United without the Cristiano Ronaldo criticisms.
And for Cristiano Ronaldo, now that he's in the World Cup, he's got what he wanted. You expect him to see him firing some goals for Portugal.
Yeah, well, he usually scores for Portugal and he usually does well for Portugal. There is the view that he isn't the Cristiano Ronaldo of a few years ago. I think that he's the kind of person that has a lot of fire in his belly and very, very
competitive. A lot to prove always.
Yeah, so I wouldn't be surprised if he does well in the World Cup for Portugal. In fact, I think he will. But I think even on this stage, he's facing some pressure because there are a lot of people who feel that he is just probably 50 or 60% of the player that he was before. And if that is so, he may not be all that successful. But I think he has the determination and the will to succeed. And with his last appearance on the World Cup stage, I expect Cristiano Ronaldo to do some good things for Portugal.
Yeah, and for him as a player, based on the contribution and the joy that he has put to all football fans, I genuinely want to see him and Messi, go out with a bang. Of course, Messi hasn't said if this is his last World Cup yet, but Cristiano Ronaldo has made it very clear. Yeah. And just to end the World Cup with a bang is exactly what those who have followed him for so long and have loved him, looked at all his matches and celebrated him, even wanted to be just like him. I think it would be a treat for them if Cristiano Ronaldo were to step up to the plate.
Yeah, I would be shocked if Lionel Messi returns for another World Cup after this one. As we don't expect Ronaldo to as well. Let's go to break. Still more to come on the SportsMax Zone.